Hello guys, we are going to go over the warm-up on this video. So by now you should have completed warm-up 3 and you know if you got it correct or incorrect, but I would like to make sure you guys know why you got it incorrect or correct. So let's go through it. It says the cost of gas decreased 6 cents on Monday. So decreased 6 cents. The following Thursday, the cost of gas decreased another 2 cents. Which expression shows the overall change in the cost of gas? So decrease means to go down, and we consider that to be a negative. If we had increase, that would mean we're going up, and we consider that a positive. So we have two negatives here because the cost of gas decreased by 6 cents, and then the cost of gas decreased by 2 cents. So negative 6, and then we're adding to that another negative 2. So negative 6 plus negative 2 will get you negative 8, and that is letter B. A would not work because they're both positive. C, the 2 is positive, but this is saying the 2 cents was decreased, so that's not right. And letter D is also not correct because the 6 is positive here. Also, if you check, those sums wouldn't make sense anyway. Okay, so the answer here was B. If you did the warm-up and you got something different and you did not go back and change it, I suggest you go back and change it, considering this counts for 2 points, and you can fix it as many times as you need to. Okay, that's what we're talking about, the growth mindset. If you don't get it right the first time, you can try again, especially in this class. All right, so on to the notes. You should have lesson 1.2 note sheet with you and a pen or a pencil to write with as you're listening to me go through this. So have that out. And a calculator. I would suggest that too. So lesson 1.2, adding integers with different signs. So we're going to review first adding integers with the same sign. Remember, same sign means 2 positives or 2 negatives. So we already know when you add 2 positives, you always get a positive. That's like saying 2 plus 5 is 7. We know that's positive 7. Now we learned yesterday when you have 2 negatives, so negative 2 plus negative 5, you still add them together to get 7, but you keep that sign the same. So when you're adding 2 integers with the same sign, you add the numbers and you keep the sign the same. So we have letter A. Actually, I'd like you guys to pause the video right now. And sorry, I just got confused for a second. Pause the video, and I'd like you to try letters A through D on your own. Okay, so I have written in the answers for A through C. So A, negative 4 plus negative 9 is negative 13. Letter B, negative 15 plus negative 10 is negative 25. Letter C, negative 9 plus negative 90 is negative 99. And then letter G, I wanted to do with you. Notice these straight bars surrounding this expression. Those are called absolute value bars. So what we're going to do is we're going to do whatever is there first, then take the absolute value of the answer. So negative 3 plus negative 10 gets you negative 13. The absolute value of negative 13 is 13. Then you add 6 to it. Don't forget that piece. 13 plus 6 is 19. So then we have 2 questions here. When adding positive numbers, which direction do you move on the number line? We move to the right. When adding negative numbers, which direction do you move on the number line? Left. So positive right, negative left. So next question here. An elevator is on the 20th floor. It goes down 11 floors and then up 5 floors. What floor is the elevator on now? So we're starting on the 20th floor, so we'll write the positive 20. It's going down 11 floors, so minus 11, and then up 5 floors, plus 5. So what floor is the elevator on now? This is kind of just a random question that involves A couple of integers. We're not necessarily subtracting yet, but we will be soon. But you should still be able to do this type of question. So 20 minus 11, you should get 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. So floor 14 would be the answer there. And you can use a calculator to type this in. All right, let's discuss some number lines. So it says, use what you learned in lesson 1 to model the following questions on each number line. So if you remember from yesterday, you always start at 0, always starting at 0. So letter A, we have -1. So I'm going to go from 0 to -1. And then I'm adding a +2. So if you look back up here, which direction do you move when adding a positive number? We move to the right. So from where we left off, I'm going to go 1, 2. I end up at 1. So the answer here is 1. Letter B, 2 plus -5. So I'm going to start at 0. My first number is 2. So I'm going to head over to 2. And then adding -5. So remember, when you're adding a negative, you go to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I end up at -3. You can also type these two questions into your calculator. You will definitely get the same answer, but it's important to know how to represent it on a number line as well as type it in the calculator. So let's talk about zero pairs. So this was a definition that we had gone, we didn't necessarily go over it yet, but it was on your vocab assignment. So zero pairs are two numbers that you add together, you'll get 0. Typically they are opposites. So -5 and 5 are opposites because they're the same number, just different signs. So let's take a look at what the number line would look like. So we start at 0, we're going to -5, and then we're adding 5. So I'm going to go back 5 spaces and I end up at 0. So it's called a zero pair. Same thing with letter D, 2 plus -2, so start at 0, go to 2, and then you're adding -2. So you're going to go back 2 spaces where you started at 0. So what do you always get when adding a number and its additive inverse? Additive inverse is a fancy math word for opposite. You'll always get 0. That's why it's called a zero pair. So give 3 more examples of zero pairs. You do that on your own. Again, it can be any number and it's opposite. Whenever you add them together, you will get 0. Okay, so before you try Khan Academy, I'd like you to just type in these numbers in the calculator. I'm going to write out a couple problems. So I have written out a couple problems I'd like you to try. So take a minute, pause the video, write these down, and then try them on your own. Before you check my answers, I suggest you, again, trying them on your own, and then once you're finished, go ahead and replay the video, or press play on the video and check your answers. Okay? So again, pause now, try these on your own before you watch for the answers. Okay, and here we have our answers. If you have any questions why you didn't get one of those, just raise your hand and I can help you. So at this point, please listen to these directions before you exit out of this video. You need to go back to the assignment where you found this video. Click on the second link. The second link is going to be Khan Academy. You should have 3 assignments that I posted in your Khan Academy account. This is the first time we're using it. When you log on to click on that Khan Academy link, you need to log on through Google. Okay, it should automatically enroll you in my class. If it doesn't, the code is posted on the assignment. Okay, so you're looking for the code on the assignment if you cannot get in. If you're having trouble and you need help, then raise your hand. Please do not act helpless. You can do this on your own. Try to figure it out for yourself. If you really can't, then you raise your hand. Okay, don't say, Miss Nystrom, I need you to do this for me. Okay, I'm recording this at 10 p.m. because I know that this class did not learn anything the previous day. So I'm trying something new. You guys have to be open to what I'm doing and appreciate what I'm doing for you. Okay, I'd like some students to learn in this class. Whether it's you or not, that's your choice. All right, see you. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you in the class at this very moment.